let's head to our second guest today. Up with us, Chad Cunningham, CEO of DuPont Registry Exchange. Chad, welcome.
Welcome. How you doing, fellas?
Hey, Chad,
So
welcome.
you don't need a lot of introduction, but for those that want to understand or know you a little bit better, tell us what the DuPont Registry Exchange is.
Sure. So DuPont Registry has been around a long time. It was 40 years this year, actually. DuPont Registry Exchange is basically the car buying and selling part of it. So we do wholesale, but we're the arm that does all the car buying and selling. Everybody knows us for the exotics, which we do a lot of
Yeah.
those, but we actually do a lot of normal cars too.
Yeah. Well, and the exotics are a heck of a lot of fun in today's marketplace. So
Yeah.
what's going on in the wholesale market right now? Prices going up, prices going down. What do you see with some of the tariff talk in the market?
Yeah, it's been interesting. I always like the disruption, so I'm kind of into the tariff disruption, but it was kind of like what Andy talked about. It was like when the tariffs first came out, I feel like there was like this moment where everybody was like, didn't know what to do. So it's almost like the wholesale market pulled back a hair. Then the general consensus seemed to be like, oh, this is gonna help the market. So then wholesale values jumped pretty quick. And you know, it kind of seemed like it's kind of settled in between now. Like it's still pretty strong, but it's kind of become segregated, almost like the domestics have slowed down a little bit. But it seems like there's still a little bit of pressure on the imports. Like people still think those might go a little higher, where everybody seems a little more content. Like, okay, the domestics have kind of leveled off. So it probably hurt the entire market at first, raised the entire market second, and now it's kind of leveled out in between a little bit.
So in your exotic market space, what does your exotics buyer think about all this? Is it kind of above and beyond it? I mean, for many exotic brands, I wouldn't imagine that a little tariff is going to do much. If you want name the exotic car, I would imagine they're going to buy it regardless. So
Yeah, I mean it's definitely affected it. Like one thing that happened, so when the tariffs were coming in too, the stock market kind of had that little pullback,
yeah,
whatever you want to call it.
Little.
Like it had its dip,
yeah,
and generally that does affect exotics. Like when the stock market's getting hammered, exotics usually aren't great because that is, you know, those buyers are in the stock market normally. So
yeah,
you know, normally when the stock market was getting pulled back like that, we would be pretty cautious on exotics, but they're got all this pressure so fast from the tariffs that it almost like overran the stock market. So it's kind of a weird time because the stock market's getting crushed, exotics are
yeah,
on fire, and we're telling all the
yeah,
buyers like buy all the exotics you can. The stock market's down 4% yesterday. So
yeah.
it really didn't make any sense, honestly, historically. But overall, the exotics have been pretty good because it's like the minute the tariff pressure came off a little bit, the stock market's done better. So I don't know if that's kind of pushed them forward, but that market's still been very strong. Like for us right now, they're about as good as anything.
How much
Mentioned-
volume are you seeing
On the exotics or just overall?
overall?
Overall, it seems like it's picked up a little bit. I mean, the overall wholesale market, we're still in like that little bit of hole from the COVID. This is like we're still in like the 2-3 year old cars are kind
Hmm,
of, we lost all those lease cars and everything. So the
sure.
volume has been down a little bit in some of the normal stuff, I guess I'd say. Um, and I guess overall it's probably still down versus where it's been in the past, but it still seems active. Like there's plenty of cars out there, you know, sales seem good. Overall, like the wholesale market is honestly pretty strong. Like I've been really surprised. It's almost like spring market came a little late. Like that's kind of how it's behaving.
Yeah. All right. So, Yossi has a question for you here. But before we go there, I just have one question. If I'm a used car manager sitting watching the show,
Hmm.
and you mentioned it, Chad, there is opportunity in every economic cycle we sit in. Where's the opportunity for a really good used car manager looking to acquire used inventory right now? Is it a price point? Is it a brand? Is it a segment?
The stuff we see that's just red hot that I like hammer on my team every week is exactly what I just said. It's like a 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old car.
Hmm.
Because those
Yeah.
are the cars that, and it kind of doesn't matter what it is. Like it can be a Chevy, GM, Kia to a Ferrari. Like it kind
Yeah.
of doesn't matter. Like if it looks like a real trade-in, if it's a 3 to 4-year-old car with like 30, 40, 50K that's nice,
Yeah.
they're gold. And
Chad,
our
did you
market is
just
always kind of sorry.
did you just say that? Did you just tell used car managers across the country to go buy any 2 to 3-year-old used Ferrari? Because that's an exotic ultra luxury vehicle.
Yeah.
I think there would be a dealer that would fall off his chair. Don't go out and buy Ferrari for just everybody, because that's a
Yeah, whatever
specialized
makes
buy, isn't it?
sense for
Right?
your
Okay.
store. Right,
Yeah.
right. Whatever makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the
Oh,
stuff that seems to be red hot that I really just don't see changing a lot because we're still in that gap of it's going to take another, depending on who you listen to, like till next year, I'd say we're not going to see that cycle turn. So, and what we seem to see does seem to kind of mirror on retail lots. And it's just like when those cars hit the block, you just know there's going to be a ton of dealers on them. So that's
yeah.
the stuff that's really hard to miss.
So from your perspective, the flip of that question is, what would you avoid in today's marketplace? What would you be super careful about? And don't worry, it's just us. You're not giving away any crazy secrets.
No, you're good. The newer
EVs.
stuff, like 24, 25 stuff, has been soft just because I think there's more new inventory than there was in the past. Now the special stuff is okay, but if it's just kind of a generic 24, 25, I mean, not to, you bring up Slate and Tesla, and I'm a Tesla fan, like I should say, but it's
Okay.
definitely, they haven't been great of late. Like I think between some of the stuff in the news and
Politics.
maybe
Yeah.
somebody doesn't want their car keyed or whatever,
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
definitely been a tough market. EVs in general, they're okay. They're not great, but they've kind of settled into, I think at least the people that deal with them kind of know what to expect. Like they're a little more settled. But the Tesla market has been pretty tough. Like that's definitely one of the softer spots in the market.
Yeah.
It's helped Rivian
Well,
though. I'd say the Rivians are a little better.
yeah. Do you think Slate will succeed in the market with what you know about it
I
so far? And
do.
will you watch
So
Wednesday? All right.
yeah, I actually think they will. I'll definitely watch. I drive an electric as a daily quite a bit. Like I have a Tesla right now. I don't always have one, but I kind of come in and out of like something like a Urus and then back to a Tesla. The Teslas for like around town, like electrics, I'd say, are great. Like they're so easy. The kids love all the little stuff the electric cars do. Like they have a lot of little, like I've driven Rivians too. It's the same thing. Like kids really love them. They're super efficient. They're great around town. To me, it's just like the way they don't make sense is if you have to drive a long way or tow a trailer or something, they
Sure.
don't. But if you're just like, all I do is drive around town 30, 40 miles a day, maybe, like great.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
this is perfect. This is exactly what electric cars should be, is like expensive golf carts for people to drive around town.
Yeah.
Like
With air conditioning.
I've always said the same. It's like, why can't they just make a really cheap EV? You can throw your kids in it. You can throw 16-year-olds in it. They can't
Yeah.
go that far. Just like charge the
Yeah.
car up, let them drive around town. And
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. Like that's exactly the perfect electric. It's just a cheap, something to run around town. It can be a truck. It can be a car. It can be both. Like perfect. So.
Well, Chad Cunningham, CEO, DuPont Registry Exchange, we appreciate you being here on this first episode. And by the way, just to restate to all our used car managers who out there are
Don't buy a
listening,
Ferrari.
don't go out.
You
and
can
just
buy one from us.
any,
No, buy as many as you want from us.
buy
Sure,
it
call
from Chad.
anytime.
No demos with that. If you're at a Stellantis store, probably not a good buy. If you're at a Ferrari store, then have at it. So, but Chad, appreciate you being on the show. Thanks for being
Thanks
on.
No
for
problem.
coming out,
Thanks for
Chad.
doing this. Super exciting platform. This is going to be great.
Thank you. Look forward
Thanks,
to having
Chad.
you back soon.